Guys, my name is Mo and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I actually was looking through and this was in the game. So this is the plus. This is plus, and I wanted to know how to access that feature. But we're gonna show our poems to everybody. So let's show it to Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. He's my good friend after all. Here's a good poem, Mower. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm not the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the distracting of sitting in front of you in the club room. Yeah, well, of course. I'm not into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Mower, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah, and I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay, now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really good at this. Ehehe, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you've missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, it was just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least I might feel a little bit about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were a bit late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. But I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Ehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Hatsuki. It's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. I thought you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you we weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people won't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style won't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everything around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, went more into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I sell my poem to next? Yuli. Which poem? That's her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Did I say that out loud? Yuri's first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. It's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Did you hear my voice crack, bro? What the fuck? That's... Let's ignore that. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath, and I'm taking a sip of my fruit punch. Refreshing. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've been reading a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri looks at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that, but I admit, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along with the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I realized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the new topic matter, and they won't form fit the two together. The end result is that both the end style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and it sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for, Guska. Here are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not to find them and burn them, but getting them and making them work together is probably the most challenging kind of thing. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the literature club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love showing my thought process behind it. So Jamie is for opportunity for her, which sounds kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. I can barely read cursive, I'm not gonna lie. Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow of bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green... blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air out of the present, but living the past. Light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry, I fucking can't read that shit, bro. What? Took a long time to read. Sorry, excuse me. I don't re-script that very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty ugly. Not gonna lie. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. If it wasn't too short, I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Mower. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you do only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Oh God. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. So sorry guys, cut out like half of that shit. I don't know what happened to it, like my internet cut off or something, but we were just talking to Yuri about her poem, nothing too important. Don't be afraid to bring these things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Mower. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's the sort of barrier that we're all learning to get past. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Mower. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it's always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. I don't know how to say that word. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, but allowing people to get something out of just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. I'm sure I end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Glory hole. It couldn't have been me. See the directions, speckled putrons, nosy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Leading forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. What? Or is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. And there's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not so sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you're trying so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I got in the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting, while eyes on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows burrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Say something? Oh, it's nothing. Turns the bones in the house with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Moa did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Nincompoop. And Moa liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Suki. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress your new member. Our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not why Yuri sings up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mo appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of the way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as the moment started showing up. Natsuki. See, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Mower! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your own poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Mower. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey simple, complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Mower? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be Natsuki! Yeah! I think that I rack my brain and attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's tone did a really good job of that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Haha. It shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Worse blinds. Look, we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even a small criticism can lead something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder, so you're nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need me to feel threatened? You're just a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Mower. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. I think about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time than she boasted. Sayuri and Monica took a look away. Anyway, thinking about your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. He looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Mary. Sayuri? I gotta make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sorry. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. Now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? If that was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Mower. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we'll do literally related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Ehe. In the end, though Monica's right, being a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. More, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you've learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Mower! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Mower, it's nice that I can spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori hasn't come into the kind of situation I'm in. Surely being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what's in the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an international monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Poem time! Poem time! Alright, let's try to, who liked milk? I think Natsuki, yeah. Rainbow. No! Damn it. Lipstick. Clumsy. Pain. Hurt. Giggle. Vertigo. Oh, we're done? Another day passes and the time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here the past couple of days. In the training club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Mower. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. No more fruit punch. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse, opens with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would hand you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves me one option. Ooh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening. Your verse is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! I tell Moa to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling some mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's one side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles into the desk. Pwap! Kia! Ow. What was, a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Haha. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Ah ha ha. Niagara Falls. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Thereafter, turns out with their wrapper, just a big bite. So good. I bit my tongue. I'll have her own cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks pretty good too. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy you shared this one with me. So he gets out of the scene behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nurse Sayori off her. Everyone takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful of Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica? Good question. Monica? Where the fuck is Monica? Have you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a boyfriend? Excuse me? I think the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica goes to the club over a boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you guys talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Oh, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard since I was practicing piano. Piano? Piano's a good place to stop. I gotta go. We're running out of time. Oh, hurry up. I just finished recently. Piano, so cool. So, you're learning piano. That's nice. I'm saving it so we can do it later. Thank y'all for watching. Please subscribe. I would appreciate it a lot. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next Doki Doki Literature Club.